Hello my friends, it's Velvet. I thought I'd do a quick video today while I'm doing another one of these tri-fold notebooks. Let me just see if I can get you straightened out here. So this is something I had made before. I did it in blue. This one is obviously like a rose color and green. So I've already attached the papers. This is what I used. This is the collection I used. And I've pulled out all of the die cuts that came with the paper pack. And I've inked everything. So tonight I thought I would make some vellum pockets and make some tags. I am oddly low on tags, and I think it's because I had to fill some stuff in my last junk journal, and I think, well, I'm down to 3, and I'm certain that I had something in the neighborhood of 20 at one time, so I don't know. So I thought I'd make some tags out of the paper that I used for this, and then, you know, just place them wherever. Could go there, whatever. So, but first things first, I have to make the pockets for them. And all I do is I cut the vellum a little shorter, or a little less wide than the paper piece. And then I use this, I don't even know what it's called. It's, I don't know, it's double-sided tape, I guess. So, you know, I just, I put it on, I make sure it's to every corner, and I try to make it as close to the, if you heard that, it's Baxter growling at me in the background. He's a little upset with Mommy. I don't know why, but whatever. So I try to put it as close to the edge as I possibly can so that it won't show as much. And if you go off, you can always cut it if you need to. So like that one is probably a little over, but it's okay. And this is how I do mine. It's a little difficult to do on a white surface. Didn't really think of that ahead of time. That's okay. And then what I'll do is I'll do this all the way around. So I'll put a pocket here, a pocket here. Actually, I think I'll probably put 2 pockets there. Pocket here, and of course pocket here. I may even put something on the back, but I don't know. It might make it a little too busy. I can't remember. The last one that I made like this, the blue one, was the first thing that sold at the craft show I was in on Saturday. So I figured, well, I might as well try to, you know, make a couple more, because I'm in another craft show here in town, a much larger craft show. And that is a week from this Saturday. So I figured I would restock my supply of cards, focusing mainly on Mother's Day and Father's Day, and then make a couple of these and see if they can sell. If I can sell a couple of them, I'll have made my money back on the fee to get into the craft sale. The only problem is I tend to spend money at the craft sales. Although I was very proud of myself that I did not do that on Saturday. There were things from every single vendor, I think, that I wanted to... Bax, can you stop? That I wanted to buy something from. But I did not, because I didn't make a whole lot at that craft show. I mean, I got my money back for the fee. The fee was very small. Very, very small. Oh, Baxter's in my garbage, and he is... Bax, can you stop, please? Thank you. He just tipped over my wallpaper books right onto my leg, so that's fun. Thank you, Baxter. Thank you. Okay. So anyways, this particular craft show costs a bunch more. I mean, it's not crazy expensive, but it's expected to have a good turnout. My town loves these things. So I'm hoping to do some pretty good sales so I can make more cards, because I really love making cards and things like this. But if they don't sell, then I sort of lose my mojo. And I think I'd like to start donating some, but also I have signed up for the longest day with the Alzheimer's Association where I work. And that is the longest day of the year in June. It's the summer solstice, 21st. And you do a hobby or something that you want to do and raise funds by, you know, asking friends, family, whatever, to pitch in. And so for the whole month of June, anything I make off my Etsy shop, I'm going to donate to that. So that's going to make me feel really good about stuff. And I can run sales and not worry about it because it's going to be donation. All right, so now I need a couple pockets for there. So this is, you want to make sure your pocket is shy of the width. So 3 3/4 is about where I can go on this. So I'll cut a couple of these. I'm getting a little frustrated with my Fiskars trimmer. I've used a Fiskars trimmer since I started scrapbooking maybe 16 years ago. And it seems to be cutting crooked, which is really odd. But I just feel like maybe one of these has slipped a little bit. I don't know how that would be possible. Or it could be me. I may have had a little piece of paper stuck in here and it just, you know, did its own thing. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how crooked things are. All right, so here are going to be my 2 pockets for here. Now this is interesting because using this, you really need, so you need to put this one down. And then, I guess that'll work. Okay. The way I did my last one, I had them overlap. Is that what I did? Yes. This was taller. So once I put this up here. Oh no, yes, I'm going to do it on this one too, because I don't want the tag to stick out too much. So if you're overlapping, you can really only tape up to where the bottom of your first one is going to be. Or you can tape the bottom of your first one in first. Okay? Leave the sides untaped. And then you can tape this whole thing. But remember that you can't go any higher than, well, I suppose you could do that. Or maybe it would make sense to go like this. Oh, see, now that does look crooked, doesn't it? Huh, so maybe it's not me. I don't know. Or maybe that was crooked. Oh, dear. So I suppose you could do this. You could kind of maybe clip these together. I've got my clips pretty much used. Or tape them together, I guess. All right, so this is my thought. Oh, but then So here's the thing, though. You want this open to tuck in here, and you want this open to tuck in here, but you only want it to go to there. Well, I'm just going to tape the whole thing and not pull the tape off yet, and we'll see. We'll just see. Let's see how it goes. There's something with the overlapping that it was a bit of a pain, but I ended up getting it right. So, oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie. Okay, let's try that again. I'm glad I didn't press that down. This is very sticky double-sided tape, so it sticks pretty quick once you put it down there. Oops, that's a little crooked. Funny thing is, I know for a fact that I did one crooked on the last one that I did. It's just strikes me as amusing. All right, so now I remember what it was. So, if you were to take the tape off and put this down right now, you'd have an issue, because then the top one you'd have to move up if you're trying to overlap, because this is now stuck there, or it would be, and so this can't go behind it. So you can put the tape on, but don't pull it all off until everything's in place. There's a dog hair. I'm sure that whoever wants to buy this does not want one of my dog hairs in it. I wouldn't either, quite frankly. I don't know, maybe. If it's a cute dog. Not true, not true. I used to volunteer for the animal shelter in the downtown area where I'm from, and I started off volunteering just taking pictures of the dogs, because I'm a bit of a photography person. I'm not great at it, but I'm okay at it. So I started off doing that, but then they didn't have enough people to walk the dogs. And so I started doing that. I tried to do that a little bit, but it was very difficult, because these are dogs that were given up, and even though the vast majority of them really loved humans, they were a lot of pit bulls and bigger dogs that are just really strong, and they don't know they're yanking you around. They just want to go outside and play, right? So I kind of didn't want to do the walking just for that reason. It was and I was doing it on my lunch hour because I worked right down the road. So it just made it kind of difficult. All right, so see what I just did. Did I just do that crooked? God darn it. I think I did. Oh, dang it. Lift this. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Okay, well, we'll have to straighten this one up. All right, so now what I can do is, see, I've left these unpeeled, and that's because I need to put this where I want it. So I'm going to take this one off. So anyway, the other thing about working at the shelter was that it was not a no-kill shelter. I wish it was. I so wish it was. But it was not. And although I was told that I would never see a dog being led into the room, I did, and it made me cry, and I said, I just can't do this work. And I value every person who can, because that can't be easy. It just can't. So, and that's why I spay and neuter your dogs. But anyways, the point I was making is that I love animals. All right, so you see I've just finished this, and you saw how I did it. I put this bottom part down first without peeling the sides. Then I tucked this one in and pulled the bottom off there. Then I did the sides. And so that should work fine. It should fit. So I should be able to get, let's just stick something in here. I should be able to get a tag almost that size in there. Or maybe two. Or just have them sticking out. Whatever. So yeah. So that's fun. Now, what can I do here? That doesn't really... That's too long. It's too tall. Nothing works quite right. Let's see. Let's see what we'll do. Too wide. We'll go to about there. Let's do it here, I guess. Right there-ish. So I'm just going to do one more pocket here. And then I can start making some tags. I have already put together my signature. It's just a one signature notebook. And I used all coffee dyed paper just to kind of match the theme here. And I really want it to be for taking notes. And so even though this is Braille, there's a lot of space for writing. And I won't decorate these pages because it truly is supposed to be a notebook, not just a journal. I mean, not just a junk journal that it's, you know, that stuff's pretty. And this is, I envision someone traveling someplace and taking notes about the photos they've taken or the places they stayed. So that's my idea. I may try to sew this in with my sewing machine, but I don't feel terribly confident about that. So I think I'm probably just going to use the 5-hole pamphlet stitch on this because it's easy enough to do, you know, to poke everything all at once and do it that way. In fact, I could do that anytime. And then, so what's going to happen is that's going to fit in there like that. And then I envision going like that and then folding it in like that. And I'll my signature for junk journals is kind of a sari silk wrapped around, but I'm not married to that idea. I could try something else. But I love how this feels in the hands. It just feels, it's just nice. It'd be great to slip into a backpack or a small purse and carry with you. All right, so I'm going to do this. Oops, I'm dropping everything here. All right, so let's see. What did I do with that? Oh, it's right in front of my face. I try to put the tape on the shiny side, which is probably not the way it's supposed to be done, but it works. It works on either side, so I'm not at all sure why I chose shiny side. No clue. So the other thing you could do for these pockets is use the leftover paper from like the opposite side. So if I were to put a pocket here, I might have used this, or I might have used this. Well, no, probably not because it would show. But that's an option. You could use coffee dyed paper. Got all sorts of things that you can do. So this is what I wanted to do here. Am I right? Am I right? Let's just double check. Yes, indeed. I second guess myself all the time. I have a bad tendency of pulling this too tight and then it kind of curls. Easy enough to fix. All right, so this will be the last pocket I do. And then I'll need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tags out of that leftover paper. Unless I do something for the back, we'll see. There we go. Pockets are done. All right, so you don't need to watch me doing all of the tags, but you did see me do the pockets, which are easy enough, except, see, I made a mistake, but it's hardly noticeable. I'm not worried about it. And I love using vellum because then the decorations show through once you take the tag out. So, all right, so that's my thing. And I do appreciate you tuning in, hitting that like button and subscribing. It really does make a difference, and it means so much to me. Have a great week. Bye.